Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning's going great. We are here and we're reading God's Word together. It's a great place to be. And we're reading from the book of Proverbs. Lots of wisdom, lots of good wisdom. When my kids were little, sometimes we would just go through and do the whole book of Proverbs in 1 month because there's like 31 of them. And so you can just sit and read a Proverbs a day. And there's so much wisdom inside of here. So I've been enjoying going through because it gives you like a lot of like, let me think about that, or why I shouldn't do this, or what would make me more wise to do, so, make a better choice when I act towards something. So good reading. So we are reading through, we're still doing the contrasting the upright and the wicked. So we're on Proverbs 15. I think the first verse right here is a very good thing. A soft and gentle and thoughtful answer turns away wrath. Did you ever get into those arguments with someone and you just want to have that argument back? Yeah, been there, done that. But have a soft answer. It actually will turn it away. Isn't that interesting how God even knows like what would happen? Like just having a soft and gentle answer, it's going to turn that wrath and anger away. But harsh and painful and careless words are going to stir up anger. The tongue of the wise speaks knowledge that is pleasing and acceptable, but the babbling mouth of fools spouts folly. That's very interesting. So important with our speech and our words, and would love to say this comes to mind every single time, like I get offended, or if I get, if somebody comes at me with anger, it's like you got to stop yourself. Like I want to get to that point where nothing moves me. Yeah, and I think there's been times in my life where it was very good, but then, I've definitely failed at multiple times and made the wrong choices, but it would be great to be able to just take that in. It's important, like we're reading about this, about being quiet. Usually you're real quick to want to say an answer back, right? Someone says something, you're real quick. I can do that too, but pausing for a minute and waiting and thinking about your words before you say them, that would be a good place to be at. It says, the eyes of the Lord are in every single place. Every place. Doesn't matter. You can't hide from God. There's no hiding. He knows where you're at. He knows what you're doing. It says, watching the evil and the good in all their endeavors. I have to think of what he thinks about. We're just, as he's looking down at people and their choices, and if they think they're hiding from him, or, just the ones that thinks they're getting away with things, like they won't. It says, a soothing tongue, speaking words that build up and encourage, is a tree of life. But a perversive tongue, speaking words that overwhelm and depress, crushes the spirit. A flippant, arrogant fool rejects his father's instruction and correction. But he who is willing to learn and regards and keeps in mind a reprimand acquires good sense. Great and priceless treasure is in the house of the consistently righteous one, who speaks godly instruction and grows in wisdom. But trouble is in the income of the wicked one, who rejects the laws of God. That's interesting. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, sifting it as chaff from the grain. But the hearts of short-sighted fools are not so. The sacrifice of the wicked is hateful and exceedingly offensive to the Lord. But the prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of life of the wicked is hateful and exceedingly offensive to the Lord, but he loves one who pursues righteousness, which is personal integrity, moral courage, and honorable character. There is severe discipline for him who turns away from the way of righteousness, and he who hates correction will die. Sheol, the netherworld, the place of the dead, and Abaddon, the abyss, the place of eternal punishment, lie open before the Lord. How much more the hearts and inner motives of the children of men? A scoffer, unlike a wise man, resents one who rebukes him and tries to teach him. Nor will he go to the wise for counsel and instruction. And there's people that just won't even take instruction from anybody. They don't want to learn from anybody. They don't take any of that. They're scoffing. When people try to teach them, they don't want to hear it. A heart full of joy and goodness makes a cheerful face. But when a heart is full of sadness, the spirit is crushed. You ever see a person with just a cheerful face? You can see them, like I know going into grocery stores, you can tell the person that has Jesus inside of them because their face is just cheerful. They're smiling. They're happy. They just have that joy radiating out of them. And then in contrast, you've seen those people that are depressed and full of sadness. Their spirit is crushed. The mind of the intelligent and discerning seeks knowledge and eagerly inquires after it, but the mouth of a stubborn fool feeds on foolishness. All the days of the afflicted are bad, but a glad heart has a continual feast, regardless of the circumstances. Better is a little with the irreverent, worshipful fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble with it. Better is a dinner of vegetables and herbs where love is present than a fattened ox served with hatred. A hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but he who is slow to anger and patient calms disputes. You've seen people, right? People that have a hot temper and there's strife all around, but then you've seen people that are slow to anger and their patience, how they can just calm a situation, calm whenever there's going to be something escalating. The way of the lazy is like a hedge of thorns. It pricks, lacerates, and entangles him. But the way of life of the upright is smooth and open like a highway. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish man despises his mother. Foolishness is joy to him who is without heart and lacks intelligent common sense. But a man of understanding walks uprightly, making his course straight. Without consultation and wise advice, plans are frustrated. But with many counselors, they are established and succeed. A man has joy in giving an appropriate answer, but how good and delightful is a word spoken at the right moment. How good it is. That is so true. Do you ever have somebody just give you just saying the right things and you're like, wow, that's the right thing to say. That's a beautiful, the good and delightful spoken at the right moment. It's like it brings life to a situation. It brings encouragement to a situation. I love that. The chosen path of life leads upward for the wise, that he may keep away from Sheol, the netherworld, the place of the dead below. The Lord will tear down the house of the proud and arrogant, but he will establish and protect the boundaries of the land of the godly widow. So the Lord is going to tear down the house of the proud and arrogant person that is self-righteous, but he will establish and protect the boundaries of the land. Even though it was torn down and destroyed, he's going to still protect the boundaries of the godly widow. Evil plans and thoughts of the wicked are exceedingly vile and offensive to the Lord, but pure words are pleasant words to him. He who profits unlawfully brings suffering to his own house, but he who hates bribes and does not receive nor pay them will live. The heart of the righteous thinks carefully about how to answer in a wise and appropriate timely way, but the babbling mouth of the wicked pours out malevolent things. The Lord is far from the wicked and distances himself from them, but he hears the prayer of the consistently righteous, that is, those with spiritual integrity and moral courage. That's the one you want to be, the one that he hears your prayers, right? You don't want to be the wicked one. The light of the eyes rejoices the hearts of others, and good news puts fat on the bones. The ear that listens to and learns from the life-giving rebuke, reprimand, and censure will remain among the wise. He who neglects and ignores instruction and discipline despises himself, but he who learns from rebuke acquires understanding and grows in wisdom. The reverent fear of the Lord, that is, worshiping him and regarding him as truly awesome, is the instruction for wisdom, its starting point and essence. And before honor comes humility. Humility, a good thing in our lives that we don't have very much of in our world at all. So you want to know how to get your wisdom? What's the reverent fear of the Lord? Someone that's going to worship him and regard him as truly awesome. It's the starting point and beginning of wisdom. Very good reading there. So I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Come back tomorrow. We're going to be doing the series on grief and loss to encourage you if you're going through a time, and it can be a loss of anything in your life, and just to be encouraged. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow, and if not, I'll see you on Monday. All right, see ya. Bye.